We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Welcome back to another episode of Front Row Cinema, a movie podcast for movie lovers by movie lovers. I am your host, Trimboli, and with me, as always, my co-host. I got the world's biggest Merlot fan in the house tonight. I got Mr. James O'Reilly.
I do like Merlot. Do I? I don't know.
You got those red lips right now. You've been wine drunk all day today, haven't you?
I mean, is it all day if it's just been a continuous state of mind for like multiple days? Or like, is there a new classification for it at that point?
I believe they call that a bender, my friend.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was good. It's nice. But I mean, a bender is good. A lot of news out in the world right now, Jim. You've been on this bender. You've been missing a lot of good stuff. Steven Spielberg's new movie trailer dropped today, and you've just been in this drunken stupor on Merlot, and you missed it.
What movie is it? Because I did miss it. I had no idea this happened.
He's got a new UFO alien movie coming out this summer called Disclosure Day.
Oh.
The trailer does not really give away much other than that it's going to be centered around aliens and everyone like figuring out that like aliens are among them. But Emily Blunt is in it. Josh O'Connor, dude's having a year right now.
Okay, sure.
And it looks pretty good. I'm always a happy man when Spielberg's in town.
Yeah. You really thought that was the big news to lead with?
Oh, I thought maybe we'd start with a little happier.
that was the biggest thing you had to get off your chest there.
I wanted to give you a bit of happy news before I really brought you back down to earth and let you know that Rob Reiner and his wife got brutally murdered in their Hollywood house.
Allegedly
last night
by his son, right?
No, he I think they officially charged him.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, like,
still allegedly.
Proven guilty,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, still allegedly.
Because they charged him. You're like,
all right,
nope, he's charged. He fucking did it.
Listen, Jim, this here is called the court. This here is called the court of public opinion, and I never let an innocent or guilty charge get in the way.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Like, allegedly he did it. I believe he probably did it. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it seems most likely. As more information keeps dropping, it seems very likely that he was the one that did it. But dude, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. I could not believe that when I read it. And like, just like it was like very graphic. All the reporting I saw on it, like. The first thing I saw was like Rob Reiner and wife found dead with knife wounds, and it was like, holy shit! Like
I saw one where they were saying that like they slit their throats, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was just like Jesus, man. Like that's fucking horrific.
Yeah, really terrible.
Yeah.
And like. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't really have a lot to say about it. I'm a big true crime head, so I look forward to all the like many documentaries and podcasts that are made about this event in the future.
You
so
and
I can learn more.
You and every middle-aged white lady right now are also patiently waiting for that as well.
True crime. It's so hot right now.
Love the true crime. I use that to express to Heather why it's a good thing that we don't have children. Like
that's true.
Like, listen, let's
see
what happens.
Children, they can't murder you.
They can't murder you in your sleep or when you come home from a party one night. Like, just playing the long game here.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty wild.
Generational run. I think the only thing that could have topped the news of him dying is the touching eulogy that President Trump gave him.
Oh boy. Yeah. Pretty tough. You know, like, because for one thing, Trump's right. We shouldn't in like relish in the death of our political opponents, like much like when Charlie Kirk was shot. It was very wrong to like say things about him that along the lines of he was asking for it or you reap what you sow. Like you couldn't say those things. Those are things you couldn't say, you shouldn't say, as a matter of fact. I would never say he was asking for it. And now all of a sudden it's like it seems like that's cool. Like, like when it's Rob Reiner. What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, no one ever mistook Trump for a man with consistency.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into that part of it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit you with a string of movies that
Okay.
all came out in sequential order,
There
directed
is
by Rob Reiner.
like this man had an absolute generational run. Like
It's
that not many directors ever like came near whatsoever.
We've talked about like three movie runs before. And I don't know, this doesn't quite get to like I mean, it's definitely longer than three. It's kind of staggeringly long, except for one movie that I haven't ever seen, but it seems like it would have been like a big deal at the time. So in '84, he makes This Is Spinal Tap, obviously, right?
Classic.
In '85, he does the John Cusack movie, The Sure Thing. Have you ever seen that?
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's like a John Cusack. I'm guessing it's like a, you know what John Cusack movies were in the '80s? I mean, come on. Need I say more?
Annoying? Yeah, totally.
Then this is where it really picks up here. So like the Sure Thing, whatever, right? But Spinal Tap's obviously a classic. 1986, he directs Stand By Me.
Classic.
1987, he directs The Princess Bride.
Dude, like right there.
1989, he directs When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, right, that alone right there is a generational
1990,
run.
he directs Misery.
Another classic.
1992, and I didn't even know this, Rob Reiner directs A Few Good Men.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Some might say the peak of this run right here.
Right, and it's the last one, because then he comes out with that movie North, which is like,
Never even heard of that.
yeah, it's it's actually really funny because there's like a clip on YouTube. Like I've scoured YouTube for Roger Ebert clips because like because of the drops that we did. So I've like scoured YouTube for Roger Ebert clips, and there's a video of them like him, Roger Ebert, and Siskel just like absolutely destroying the movie North. Like
Oh yeah.
it's Elijah Wood gets emancipated from his parents.
Already like where this is going.
Or maybe his parents die. I don't remember. For some reason he doesn't have parents. I think he might have emancipated himself.
Okay.
And he like goes on like a tour around the world, like
Okay.
meeting prospective new parents.
Oh boy.
So like he goes to like you know like the Eskimos and they're like, "Oh, hey North, get your coat on. Like we got to go fishing." Like it's like it's the silliest movie ever. And there's a really long clip of them like destroying it like Siskel and Ebert.
Oh my God. Yeah, he wants to divorce his parents. So the judge grants his petition, giving him 1 summer to find new parents or go to an orphanage.
Yeah. Right. And it's like supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah, dude, fucking absurd cast in this movie.
Yeah. But it's like I promise you it's all people doing cameos in like um really what's the word I'm looking for? Surface level stereotypes. You know what I mean?
That
Like
sounds about right. North has been called one of the worst films ever made.
right, right.
Incredible. Oh man, that is. I almost now have to hunt down this movie and watch it because that sounds. Honestly, sometimes when you hear how bad it is, it entices you to see that movie even more.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean like there's a lot of other movies he makes. Like he's obviously like an active director for a long time. But like I kind of lose interest in a lot of these. Although did you ever see that movie Being Charlie?
No, never even heard of that.
You never heard of it?
No.
They it's like a movie about like I think his son wrote it.
Ooh.
And like it's a movie that they made together basically. And it's like kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like biographical, like autobiographical.
Okay.
Like it's sort of about like, you know, like their relationship and like what being a drug addict is like and like the lows that you hit. And you know, didn't have a great ending as it turns out.
Oh boy.
The ending was pretty tough.
Might not have been a manifesto.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Because like
Yeah,
they
Red
did
Bar
like
and Neck Bar?
interviews. There's some really like wacky stuff about it too. Like there's like promotional interviews of them like talking about this movie that are like tough to watch at this point.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's crazy. Although I will say, after North, he does have one other like really good hit that I love, which is The American President.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yeah, that movie is a classic. But then he kind of like really falls off. And we never really he never really hits those heights again. But still, like that's such a generational run from Stand By Me to A Few Good Men. Like
It's pretty nuts. And like some of those are like, I mean, A Few Good Men's like maybe one of my favorite movies ever. It's like I could make it, I could easily put it in my top five if I really thought about it.
no, it's
Or I guess maybe if I
phenomenal.
didn't really think about it. But I could put it in my top five though, because it's great. It's really great.
No, it's phenomenal. So it's absolute shame that that's how he met his end. But we'll always have the movies. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I
Jim,
think we covered enough of that.
yeah, I think we've let this go sideways long enough.
Oh boy. It's gonna be one of those
You're gonna
nights.
be doing them all night tonight, baby. Wind them up and send them down the fast lane. What are we watching tonight, Jimbo?
We're watching Sideways.
That's right, we are. The 2004 drama, directed by Alexander Payne, written by him and Jim Taylor, and starring Paul Giamatti, Thomas Hayden Church, Virginia Madsen, and Sandra Oh. I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that. That was disrespectful. Sandra Oh.
Sandra Oh?
Sandra Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my God, we got the DVD cover here, Jim.
Oh, you don't say.
Of course, Jim, come on. You know I'm going to have the magic of
Something tells me
Sideways.
I'm about to get bombarded with two or three bland
Yeah.
sentences about the
Something
movie.
something tells me you better buckle up, Buckaroo, because I got a log line coming at you. And it reads: a wine tasting road trip through California's famed Central Coast takes an unexpected detour as Miles and Jack hit the gas en route to their midlife crises. The comically mismatched pair soon find themselves drowning in wine, women, and laughter. I don't know if there's so much laughter that they're drowning in this, but
Yeah.
they're definitely drowning.
Yeah, I mean, they're not drowning in laughter. I think this movie's pretty funny overall, but
Yeah, someone's drowning in laughter. Was this a first time watch for you, Jim? When did you first discover Sideways?
I know I've seen this before, but it's been like a really long time, and I remembered a lot of the broad strokes of it, but didn't remember a lot of the like connective tissue, I guess, like how you got to point A to point B. Like I remember him chasing him down the hill when he's got the bottle of wine, and I remember Sandra Oh like beating the shit out of Thomas Hayden Church with the pocketbook. Or no, it was a bike helmet.
I say it was the bike helmet.
Yeah. But yeah, like I remember those big scenes, but like it was almost like I was watching this for the first time, and it was definitely through much different eyes than the last time I watched it.
I was just
This
gonna
movie hits
say,
a lot different when you're in your late 30s.
yes,
Like,
yes, it does. I remember the first time I watched this was right around when it came out. Obviously, because it was getting awards love and everything, and I always wanted to try and watch as many of the awards contenders as possible to be as well rounded in my film watching as a kid. And this is really not a movie for a, was this 2004? We're 13, 14 years old. Really not a movie for a 14-year-old boy. I hated this the first time I saw it. And I think mostly, having watched it now, I can see why I hated it, because it's like, this was not a movie that my brain was equipped to really understand the point of back then.
right. It's not a movie you can empathize with when
Yeah.
you're 13.
Yeah. When you're 13, like you're watching this movie and you don't really understand anything about, why these guys are going through what they're going through, because you're 13 years old. Like you just discovered jerking off for the first time. Like you can't relate to what these guys are going through. So I really did not like this movie at all the first time I watched it. So it was the same thing for me watching this. It was like watching it for the first time, because I didn't even remember any of that connective tissue whatsoever. The only thing I remembered about this movie was just who was in it. So this was really like watching it for the first time. And yes, it definitely hits much differently as we near our own middle age than it did when we were 13. That's for sure.
Much differently, yeah. The
Yeah.
other thing I remember, and like this is interesting because like this is what I've heard more about it as opposed to like actually watching the movie over the last like recent years. But do you know what the sideways effect is?
How it declined like Merlot sales, right?
Right, like the
Yeah.
movie Sideways, like Merlot was like a really popular wine before it, and then after it, sales dropped like 80% or something ridiculous.
Just
Like
crazy
it,
because it's like isn't it just like the one scene where he's just like, if someone drinks fucking Merlot, I'm leaving, and like that
yeah,
alone was enough for people to be like, fuck Merlot.
yeah, it's when they're about to go on the double date, like to go out to
Yeah,
dinner, and he's like,
yeah.
"We're not drinking fucking Merlot." Like just how they can make Merlot seem so uncool in
Yeah.
that like 10 seconds that most of the world is like, "Eh, why risk it?"
Yeah. They're like,
Like
well, I don't want to be fucking uncool, man. I don't want Paul
right.
Giamatti shitting on me, man. I'm not getting Merlot.
I don't know how uncool this actually is, but why risk it? I'm
Yeah.
just not gonna get it. What could go wrong?
Which is insane, which really speaks to just like how fickle of a society we are, that like that alone would just be like enough to drop it like 80% is
Yeah, and I
like
mean, I made that number up. I don't know if that's the actual number, but I know it was like a really big dip. Like it
yeah,
was like
it
very,
was
it
enough.
was impactful.
It was enough to dub it the sideways effect.
Right.
Like,
It's enough that people like still talk about it. It's like something
yes,
people study. Yeah.
yeah, like that, like that's absurd. That's absolutely hilarious. But yes, I do remember that I mean, I don't remember it from back then, but I do remember like reading about that as we like approaching doing this movie, that was a thing, and I was like, that's like so fucking hilarious. The people from Merlot are just like, what the fuck did we do? Why are we out here catching
Right.
strays?
Exactly. They're just taking strays from the movie.
Just getting heat. Oh man. Well, it didn't only affect Merlot sales. This movie had its own tumultuous road to success. So why don't we cue it up, Jim? Let's start with some box office numbers.
Numbers, dates, numbers, numbers, dates, array, dates, numbers. Show me the money.
All right. So we're gonna do this a little bit differently this week.
All right.
We're still gonna talk about the budget. Sideways opens against a $16 million budget.
A good budget.
We're still going to talk about the opening weekend. It opens the weekend of October 22nd through October 24th.
A week.
Indigenous Peoples Day weekend, well in our rearview mirror.
Well, is this a week to release this movie? Early October, like not early, but like mid October at this point, closer to Halloween. Doesn't this feel more like it should be like in the tail end of November and December for like the holiday awards buzz?
Well, it kind of is. So
Is it good?
this is
All right,
why we're going
so
to do it a little bit differently.
okay, I'm guessing it's going to do a bit of like a Chicago rollout.
Yeah, sort of. I don't know if it's quite as epic as Chicago was, but
Cool.
it's
Okay.
definitely
Well,
gonna
I mean,
it's definitely gonna take its time here.
okay. Okay.
Because like that opening weekend, it's only on 4 screens, right? And
Ooh, yeah, it's
I'm
not a
just
lot.
gonna like go throw the lead out there right now. It's never in the top 10, so we're not gonna like
Ooh.
track it through the top 10. We're just gonna like sort of talk about it for probably a few minutes. Right? So
Okay.
it's it kind of is a holiday movie because it's only on 4 screens its first week, only pulls in 207,000.
Oh my.
16 screens its second week, only pulls in 404,000. Only 66 screens in week 3, which are up to November 5th. Just a shade over $1 million. It's not really until Thanksgiving weekend when it's on 497 screens that you start to see it have any kind of real rollout at all. I mean, the week before is like 279.
Yeah. So they're bumping up as we get closer to the holidays. So they
Yeah,
had
it's
the right
really
thing
a
in mind.
Thanksgiving movie that they're trying to get some buzz about and get people to write about before Thanksgiving Day weekend. So
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, I heard that Sideways is pretty cool. You want to go check that out?"
Yeah, which is a smart move, because like the last thing you want to do is just right at the holidays drop this thing on like 600 screens and then watch like it just crater. Looking at you, Christy.
And really, that's where it's going to peak too for a while, is that Thanksgiving Day weekend. And now it kind of goes on the run that I think maybe The Machinist was like crossing its fingers for. Because like it's going to start to decline through like the beginning of December into Christmas, right? And then, I mean, then what are we talking about? It's Oscar season. It's like nominations come out sometime around now, like in like, December, January, right?
Sure, especially the Golden Globe ones, of which I believe it was a winner of. I don't think it won any. I know it was nominated for Academy Awards. I don't think it won any Academy Awards, but I know for sure it won Golden Globe. So especially early January is a big time for this
Right.
movie to do some business.
And so as award season's picking up, it then has like a much bigger rollout. So like January 21st through the 23rd, it's going to be on 699 screens. And then finally, all the way in weekend 15, it's on 1694 screens. It cracks into the top 10. I lied. It was in the top 10.
Oh, what a
Pulls in $6.3 million.
okay, yeah. Which I mean, at this point, for a movie that's only $16 million, like in week 15 to be pulling in 6 million, like you're well on your way.
Right, and this is what you're hoping for with The Machinist. This is what I'm talking about. Like, the movie's basically out of theaters, and then it gets nominated for a bunch of awards, and then people are like, "Oh, I see all the awards movies. Let's go check it out." Like, um, so yeah, it really does. Like, it has the like stereotypical run, I think you would say, for this kind of like art housey kind of movie.
Sure. I mean,
And
yeah,
it's going to pull in
jumping.
some impressive totals too. So domestic, it's going to finish with 71.5 million.
Okay.
International 38.2 million for a worldwide total of 109.7 million dollars.
It's a win right there.
Yeah, I mean that's like 6 times your budget and then some.
Yeah, that's really good right there. Do you think I'm honestly surprised that it had such a good international? I mean, but I guess like wine drinkers around the world can really relate to it despite it being a very like California Napa Valley like setting.
Yeah. This is another thing that I want to do that's a little bit different. We've done this for a couple of different movies. I want to see where it's like most popular, like outside of the US.
Would have to imagine based on the subject matter, maybe Italy. They're big like wine connoisseur, like great areas. Like
You're thinking about this all wrong though. That's the thing. Like, it's not like people are like, oh my God, we're gonna go get wine. It's the same idea as the US run where people are like, oh, that was nominated for an Oscar. Let me go check that out. Like,
you get a wine in the movie and I like it a wine, so I gotta go see the movie.
right, exactly. It's not like that. It's not like that. And
You're right. I forgot.
The reason I want to start looking at this more is because I feel like we just say the number and we don't even really look at how many countries it's released in. Because I feel like there's ones we've done where when you look, it's like, oh, it pulled in like $12 million and it was all in Australia.
Very, very fair. Very fair. Well, listen. All right. So first we have to figure out what country has the biggest Paul Giamatti sex appeal. Where are people really feeling the Giamatti train?
I mean, I know the answer where it did the best. So you guess.
Oh, okay.
What's your guess? Where do you
I'm
feel
gonna
like
say
Paul Giamatti plays?
he plays. I would imagine the Spaniards are big fans of the Giamatti train.
Not bad. As far as I can eyeball it, that's the second place one.
Ooh, so close. Somebody bigger than the Spaniards.
He does kind of look Spanish now that you mention it. Like
Spanish. I don't know where was the number one.
it was the UK. It's just like another big country.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
where people speak English, it's pretty easy to make that transition.
I was going too deep. French people like wine. Where were they?
Yeah, I don't yeah, it didn't do great in France. Only 2.5 million compared to UK's 7 million.
Those fucks.
Yeah. They're worse than Miles.
How could they? But yeah, like I'm honestly shocked that this movie made it to blockbuster status. I did not think it would cross the 100 mil.
Yeah, and it's released in a lot of countries. Is the point? Like it's like it's a huge wide release.
Yeah, it has a big rollout. So that's good. That's good. It obviously struck a chord. Struck a chord with the critics way more than the audience. I want to say the critics, Jim, 97%. But for the audience, you're gonna have to flip those numbers. It's 79%. 7.5.
I thought you were going to say 3%.
No. I see what you're saying. No.
Yeah, right. It was the positive people were negative and the negative people were positive.
Flip it, reverse it, bop it. Nope. 7.5 from IMDb and a B cinema score. Ooh.
Pretty tough. B cinema score is tough.
Yeah, B cinema score, not great. But it still got it to the 100 million threshold, so still a win. Jim, how do you think the users are feeling about Sideways?
Huh. It's interesting because I feel like there's gonna be we're getting into the point where I feel like the one and the 10-star reviews are gonna be what I've always dreamed, which is there's gonna be a lot of crazy people. It's like we've had some down weeks. I feel like we're getting into the point where people are just looking for stuff to yell George Bush about, and and they're gonna find it in the movies that were nominated for Oscars. I have a feeling.
Hopefully, I know we had one really good week with the Team America crazies, and we need them to keep representing.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can't find a few people tonight in wine country. Our first reviewer with a 1 star writes, I took my mother to see Monster. I didn't know anything about that movie and the scenes in that movie showed. I paid for the tickets and entered the room. Man, I really wish I didn't do that. My mom got really mad that I took her to see that movie, the time she didn't trust me, and now I'm not allowed to pick good movies anymore. Then I saw on TV that Sideways was nominated for some crap, and that was really good and really funny. So I told her that there was a really good comedy movie and I was going to take her. Well, 0 for 2. I felt like I took my mother to see some porno junk. We had to walk out of this movie. I really thought it was a good movie. She was so mad. I really like $1 Million Baby, really good. It's all right. No porno in that one.
This guy's storytelling ability really had me on the edge of my seat.
0 for 2, baby.
Over 2 is a real low point in the story, yeah.
Almost lost us in the first half. Really big segue with Monster.
Yeah, just this poor guy. I think the lesson I learned from this is don't watch movies with your mom.
Yeah,
It's
it
real
makes this
simple.
so much. And this reads like it's like a grown ass man that's still like just like taking his mom. Not that it's wrong to take your mom to the movies, but like just the way this one reads, it's like a grown up mama's boy that like still lives with her and is like, I keep taking my mom to movies and there keeps being porno in it.
No, I mean, yeah, it's not that. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. That part of it is a little bit out. But isn't this relatable to you at all? Like, not even for my mom, and like, obviously, the porno part I wouldn't mind about if I was with my wife. But the like, I have the exact same feeling about showing movies to my wife. When I show her a movie and she's just like totally disinterested, like 20 minutes in, it's just like, man, like I really thought I had it with that one. Like I totally get where this guy's coming from.
No, I get where that guy's coming from. It is never fun when you try to show someone a movie and they're like not jamming on it and they take it as like an
Yeah.
affront that you would show them such a movie.
You want to know, I actually like did this exact thing on this movie too. I
Or
told my wife,
Sideways.
I was like, "Hey, so I got to watch a movie for the podcast. You want to watch it?" And she was like, "What is it?" I'm like, "It's Sideways. It's directed by the guy who did Election. You remember you liked Election, right?"
Yeah,
And
you did.
so she's like, "Okay." And so we put it on, and then she goes to take the dog out. I'm like, "Oh, you want me to pause it?" And she just goes, "No." It's like I was
Never a
so
good sign.
cooked.
Yeah,
I
you're like
was so cooked. And then afterwards, she was like, I don't really like Election either. I was like, oh no.
the whole world is unraveling.
I thought you liked Election. We watched Election twice. Like, I could
Everything
have
you
sworn.
everything you thought was true has been undone.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she said, "Yeah, I don't really like this guy's movies. All they're about is people doing shitty things."
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah. And I was like, "But some people think that's funny." Like, and I'm one of them. This is hilarious.
That is incredible. You know, I didn't even I tried to attempt with Heather and she wasn't even going for it. Once I described the movie to her, she was like, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
So, all right, sure. No worries. We got another oneer here, Jim, and they write, I walked out of this dreadful, dreadful cinematic atrocity after 20 minutes and walked into $1 Million Baby. My question, how can anyone that is in their right mind possibly give these two movies similar ratings? Sideways got 4 stars in my local paper. I have now since discontinued my subscription.
Oh,
Sideways is just awful. I don't have any other word for it. It is inane, it is banal, and those are the good points. What I can't figure out is why. Why would anyone make this movie? Why would anyone sit through the whole thing? Hayden Church was insufferable as the dim-witted Lowell on Wings, and he hasn't improved with age. Please save yourselves the $9 and 2 hours of your life that you will never get back and stay away from this movie.
Okay, I got a bone to pick with you,
First off,
sir.
the disrespect on Wings, I won't stand for.
Yeah, the disrespect on Wings is crazy. And also, I feel like that character was supposed to be insufferable. That was the point. I feel like they were all supposed to be insufferable.
Usually is the case with sitcoms, yes. Jim, have you ever hated a movie enough to discontinue your paper?
Never. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I've the last time I even continued a paper, now that you mention it.
Oh man, yeah, like
I have a bone to pick with you though here.
okay. What's the
Is
bone?
that word not banal? Is banal not the
Is,
word?
is that how it's pronounced?
I think that's how it's pronounced. And this
I
isn't
think,
the first time you've said banal. And it just like,
I think I'm just
it
so
sounds
obsessed. I'm so obsessed with anal that it's always how I just pronounce it.
it sounds like that every time. And I'm like, "Hey, is that is have I been saying this wrong my whole life?
Have I said banal a lot on this
At
show?
least twice. Tonight was the
Hold,
second time I heard it. Because when you said it tonight, I remembered the other time
hold on.
immediately. I was like, oh my
Hold,
God, that's happened
hold,
before.
hold, please. Let's get the reading.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim? No. Can you hear that?
No.
Learn to pronounce. And here is the pronunciation.
It's just dead air, dude.
Doesn't come across. Why doesn't it come up? Well, let's try
No,
one more. Let's try one more time.
No.
Did it not
yeah,
come
he's
through?
saying banal.
He's saying banal.
No shot.
I swear to God, he's saying fuck. I know it doesn't come across over the thing here, but he's saying banal. You try and on
Hold
your
on.
end.
We're going to the phonetics thing. I don't care
He's
what the
saying banal.
pronunciation AI says.
He's saying it's not AI. It's a dictionary.
Yeah, you don't think the dictionary is using AI? What are you crazy?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at the thing. Go type in the banal pronunciation,
I
and then look
just
what comes up on Google. It's B-U-H
the thing on the
N-A-L.
dictionary here, the pronunciation. Well, then the stupid thing on the computer here is also not reading it correctly because it's
Right,
saying
that's what I was
banal.
just trying to tell you, is that it's a dumb thing. It doesn't mean that's how you pronounce it.
Uh, the three most common are banal, banal, and banal.
Yeah, banal, exactly.
The way they had that phonetically is hilarious. I love people also ask on Google right here, is it pronounced banal or banal? Question mark.
Yeah. Oh boy. But yeah,
Computer's like, what do you want me to do with that?
that's at least the second time that you've said that. And I
All
almost
right,
said
all
something
right,
last time, but I couldn't let it pass a second time.
all right. Banal,
Thank you. Appreciate
banal, banal,
it.
anal,
It's just,
anal,
it's, I
anal with a
don't
B,
like it. It hurts my ears when you say it that way.
banal with an anal, anal with a B. Okay, the more you know. I didn't realize I was doing that. Why didn't you correct me the first time, asshole?
Because it kind of just came and went so fast. And I just decided to let it go.
Call
But it
yourself a
really
fair
irked
weather
me. And
friend.
this time I had to say something. I just couldn't do it.
My God. Well, I give you permission anytime I pronounce something wrong. Do it the first time.
Yeah, maybe. We'll
Leave me
see.
here looking foolish.
Depends on what you pronounce.
Okay. All right. Fine. My God. Well,
I'm not committing to anything here. I'm taking this on a
more,
case by case
the more.
basis. It's
Okay.
like the Supreme Court. I don't know how to define it, but I'll know when I see it.
All right. Fine. Fair. That's all I can ask for. We got one last one story here, Jim. And they write. It's nice to know that there is a cute Cabernet Sauvignon here and a poetic Pinot Noir over there. But what is this movie all about? I'm usually a thankful spectator, but this time I couldn't help but have a nap in the cinema. Is this a dude, where is my car for wine drinkers? Own an oenology course for the beer and Coke drinker? A prevention clip against AIDS? Excuse my lack of sensitivity to poor vocabulary distorted into pseudo poetry. It's not telling you how exactly wine is produced in California, neither how it is ripened. So it can't be the oenology that motivated this movie. It doesn't tell you how exactly you should put a condom to use, only that you might need more than one. So it can't have been the
What?
prevention neither. Now, is it then all about just how drunk you can get on wine? How low you can go as a poor writer? How close vineyards are to LA? Sorry, but that's not even worth the time you spend to get to the movies.
Wow. You really nailed the voice on that one. That was well
Thank you.
done.
I
I
really,
felt
yeah,
like it was listening to that person
yeah,
and wishing I was anywhere else.
yeah. I think that is exactly how that person would sound. And my word, is that a diatribe? A prevention clip against AIDS?
I didn't understand what that part was about. I feel like what this movie was about was how it's real easy to turn your alcoholism into a hobby. I feel like that's really what they were getting at. I don't know. That's just my take. I don't think that guy was really hitting the nail on the head, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this guy seemed like he just wanted to be at the vineyards and learn how exactly they ferment wine, which is just like, okay, dude, like go to the vineyards. Like,
You're right. Why would they make a movie about that?
yeah,
That doesn't
like
make
I
any
think
sense.
what you're looking for, sir, is called a documentary.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
and we don't do that here. God, these pseudo intellectuals. I can only think that the worst people than the ones who didn't get it are going to be the ones who got it. So
Yeah,
let's check in.
these people are gonna be worse. Yeah.
Let's check in with our tenors and see what they had to say. The first one writes, Sideways cuts a deep and emphatic look at four souls heading steady in middle age. Losers in love, perhaps, but not in spirit. Surprisingly hilarious and every bit as good as critics are saying. The four actors create a chemistry that I haven't seen in an age. Those who find it boring and, quote, about losers, end quote, should go back to The Grudge and Team America and whatever path floats their boat. Several critics leveled charges against Payne of character assassination. I could not disagree more. Are there a few cheap setups? Yes. Critical to the movie? Probably. That cheap setup, for instance, gives Miles his first opportunity to flex a long dormant backbone. If you didn't get Election, you might not get Sideways either. And I pity you.
Jesus, I pity you.
My God.
Golly,
I guess I'll
that's
just go
the
back to my.
worst.
guess I'll just go
That's
back to
so.
my Team Americas.
I'd rather he was just, like telling people they should get fired into the sun. I pity
Yeah.
you is like
Yeah.
horrible.
I'm not mad at you. I just Jesus,
Yeah,
dude. Just stab me while we're at it.
it's if you didn't like this movie, you're pathetic,
Jesus
and I feel
Christ.
sorry for you about that.
I feel pity that your life will never have meaning.
Yeah, it's like, you just liked the movie, man. It's okay. Just take a deep breath.
Yeah, right? Just like chill out, bro. It's all good. It's just a movie. Could like it, not like it. World keeps on turning. Not according to this next person, it doesn't.
Oh
Our
no,
next
no.
10 out of 10 are Jim. And they write, I don't have too much to add to what everyone else has been raving about. Intelligent, witty, and deep entertainment is what this movie is all about. Sometimes it dips down into the toilet at appropriate times, yet maintains a sympathetic feel that pulls you along for its 2-hour girth. Please never say it like that ever again, sir.
Oh God, that was worse than banal.
This is what a real romantic comedy is slash should be all about. Fantastic writing, one of the best endings in recent memory, and dialogue that does not insult the intelligence of the viewer. The acting is top notch, the story is top notch, and it hits you from such an unexpected angle that you can do nothing but marvel at the simple yet deep filmmaking that has just occurred in your brain. Love it.
Yeesh.
Yikes. I would like to strike girth from the record, please,
Yeah, right.
stenographer.
Never again.
I can't think of a worse word that we could use to describe the length of a movie. Also,
Agreed.
isn't girth more for like width, not length?
Yeah, well, isn't a movie? Yeah, I guess you call it like it's 41 minutes long. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many minutes wide was this movie though? Maybe it is girthy and we
Girth
just don't know it.
means girth means the measurement around the circumference of something.
Oh, so yeah, it's not even width, it's like
Yeah,
circumference.
circumference. The waist of a tree trunk or the thickness of a dude's penis. Oh, Google, what the fuck? What?
Golly.
My God. I don't know why those are the similarities we're going for. But yeah, all right. Classic 10 out of 10er dude who uses a word that he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. One last oneer for you, Jim.
One
Let's see
last
how
oneer.
I mean tenor. I'm sorry. I'm still circling around on girth. I'm lost in the sauce. This person
Forgive
writes,
me.
I agree with much of the praise lavished by other viewers on this site. Giamatti is fabulous, and his performance in this film is first rate. I could have lived without the scene where he breaks into the house to retrieve his friend's wallet. It just didn't belong. My big problem with the film, it was just a few minutes too long. I think a far better ending than having him make the march up Maya's stairs to knock at her door would have been to end it in the burger joint. He sits there swirling his beloved 61 in that polystyrene polystyrene cup. Did I pronounce that right? Polystyrene? Polystyrene? He'd swirl at his beloved 61 in that cup, stares out the window into the distance, fade to black. That's a far more complex ending than showing us that he marches back to Maya. Of course, I didn't read the book, so what do I know? Yeah, dude, what do you know? Fucking dipshit. You're on mute, dipshit. You're still on mute, guy. You've muted yourself. I didn't hear a word of that.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm off mute. My bad.
Yeah. Repeat what you just said. Roll it back for me.
I don't remember what I said.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
It's probably something
What did
great
you
and
say?
prophetic.
I'll remember what I said. What did you say?
I said that go figure this guy didn't understand he did not read the book it was based on. So go
Oh
figure.
yeah.
Dipshit didn't understand.
Yeah.
Or be it from
I
him to
said,
rewrite the complex ending of an award-winning screenwriter and director.
yeah, I said the ending of the book was better. I'm not sure because I've never read it, but I'm pretty sure it's better. Like, what a crazy thing to say.
That's really crazy. I'm gonna rewrite what I think is a better ending, but I didn't read the intention, so what do I know? It's like, all right, dude. It's a bold stance to take.
Yeah. It
Let's see
just
what
the internet is the absolute epicenter of people just having strong opinions based on nothing at all. It's it's
we thank
it's
them for it.
amazing.
It is a wonderful time to be alive. We thank them for their due diligence or no due diligence given before they spew all of their nonsense onto the internet. We thank you for your
Yeah.
service. Uh, what due diligence have you done, Jim? Did you read this book? How do we feel about Sideways?
I've never read the book. I have done a little due diligence here. And before we get into what we think, I've got a fan theory.
Oh boy, it's been a minute
Yeah,
since we had a fan theory.
it's that time.
I
I check
shudder.
every week.
I shudder. All right, what's the fan theory?
At the end of Sideways, Miles has actually committed suicide.
Ooh. Okay.
I so hold on though, because what do we know about fan theories?
That there are loads of shit all at all times.
Yeah, the title of this post is absolutely always going to be more alluring and intriguing than the 6 paragraphs that follow it. Like the title, very well written, because you're kind of like, if you don't think about it, you're just like, oh my God, that's deep. And then when you dig in, so there's really like not much going on here. He's basically just like, that's what I think happens. so,
Show us your work. I don't wanna.
so it didn't. So he's saying that he found the ending disappointing because it didn't seem to fit the rest of the movie or make sense artistically. Um, it was a ridiculous pipe dream. Like he just like the girl shows up and like leaves him the message, and it's like, oh, everything's great. And this is like the start of it here. So Miles is at a true low point. He seems severely upset. Then at the very end of the movie, as he's sitting in his house, completely depressed, basically trembling with depression, he finds a phone message. She's asking him in the message about a character in his book, if they committed suicide or not. They couldn't tell.
That was his whole basis for
No, there's
thinking
more.
thinking that he
So
killed
the
himself at the end.
the director changed the ending from the book ending, saying the book was too Hollywood. That has nothing to do with it. Like,
Wait, that the book was too Hollywood,
yeah, that the book was too Hollywood.
but it was
So he's
made by
saying that
Hollywood.
the only real difference is that in the movie Maya calls him, in the book she shows up at the wedding. Perhaps the real change was that the director made the ending a metaphor for Miles going to heaven. Which
That's
there's this
what?
is literally what I mean. Like he's not
Like,
giving any like actual like opinion that make like there's nothing in the movie that's saying what he's saying. He's just like he changed the ending. What if he changed it to this?
like, and
and it's like that's not what happened though.
it's so funny, and
What do
like
you mean what if he changed it to this?
his reasoning there for like not having anything but using like that one like line as a basis for it is so hilarious because it's like there like I can see a world where like that's something like obviously that's something he's grappling with throughout this is that he's like a real low point and writing that book was a cathartic way of like getting out that feeling of depression where like in the book he could have someone grapple with that suicide so maybe that's something that it's in his mind but there's never anything like in that ending that states that like then from that message he was just like well I'm gonna kill myself now.
No, right. It's fan theory 101
Yeah.
where you're just you had that thought during the movie and you were like that's what they meant.
That's what they
And
did.
it's like I don't know that that's what they meant though. Like
He
that
saw
you
that.
thought of that.
He saw that and he was like let me grasp for this straw.
Right, exactly. So
That's
hold on, there's more. We've got 8 bullet
of,
points here.
of course. Yeah, let's hear the bullet points.
So, when Miles first tells Maya about the book, he mentions it won't be clear if the protagonist solves his problem or not. Kind of like every book, actually.
Yeah, okay.
He
It's like
says,
it's like
that's
okay.
that's foreshadowing the end of the movie. Is it though? Like
Is it?
it's just
I
it's
think that's more
posing the
just
question while you're watching the movie, will Paul Giamatti solve all his problems or
yeah,
not? Like
exactly. It's like a
it doesn't
metaphor
tell
for
you how it's
like
gonna
yeah.
end.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, next bullet point. You're running out of
Okay.
bullet points already?
No, we're not. We've got so many more to go. I want to read all of them because it's amazing how fan theories work. There's literally nothing here. This is just a person who feels like if he's gonna put this on Reddit, he needs at least 8 bullet points. You know what I mean? So he's
It's
really
like
stretching here.
he's like 2 is too little, but 10 is too many. Like there's just gotta be like a perfect like middle ground there.
He's like, I've read so many fan theories on fan theories subreddit. At least 8 bullet points. That's the minimum. So the idea the handsome actor marries a rich, beautiful girl he doesn't deserve while Miles sinks into a depression and kills himself makes it a compelling movie.
What?
And it's like, it might, if that's what happened in the movie. Yeah, like maybe. But
Might
just because
if
you
like
think something would be interesting doesn't mean it's what happened in the movie. It's not how it works.
especially since they don't play that angle up like at all throughout the movie. Like it's never anything he's grappling with. Like for you to just see the wedding scene and just assume that is absurd.
Right. He's not Riggs, you know? He's not like
Yeah.
going to the motel room and like holding a gun in his mouth in the movie, you know?
Yeah, like he's just
It's
depressed.
so we got more here.
Oh my
Um
god.
when this is part of the same bullet point. The idea that all of a sudden at the end Miles gets a beautiful girl too turns it into a shallow rom-com movie, which I don't think it does. I'm not
But
so
also
sure about
like
that.
dude, you don't know if he gets the girl or not. Like there's nothing there that says they're like he's gonna get her that anything's gonna work. Like
Right. He just knocked on her door. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
She left him a message and he knocked on the door. Like we don't know anything.
Maybe murder suicide. Maybe that's where it was going.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You're not there's the fan theory.
Here's bullet point number 5. This is going to be a quick one. Miles is clearly at his rope's end at the end of the movie.
Like
I'm not sure if there's a pun in there or if they're just like really running out of steam. But yeah, that's all that one is. He's real run down by the end.
yeah, sure, dude. Sure.
Bullet point 6. The director says he is not interested in making movies out of the book's sequels.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
This is this is so amazing because it's seriously there's absolutely we're listing off random facts at this point. Like,
Just the way to see that where you're like, I saw an interview where the director said he's not interested in making sequels. So that means Miles went to heaven in that last scene
right,
is
he's
such an
dead.
insane leap of logic.
Because the only way you would never make a sequel to a movie is if the person
Yeah.
died.
As if Miles killed himself in the end.
Right.
It's like,
Um, Point seven. The last scene where he is going up the stairs to Myers' door and it is a lovely sunny day and flowers are everywhere. It smacks of a deceased man going to heaven.
fellas, if you're
Parentheses, at least to me. All right, you're starting
All
to
right.
catch on
There
here.
you go.
I think you're starting to get it.
fellas, if you're out enjoying a beautiful day, are you actually dead?
Yeah, because every time it's like bright and sunny in a movie, somebody's dead. That's
I know every
that's
time
how that goes.
I know every time in the summer I walk outside, I feel Jesus on my shoulder.
Yeah, Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles, actually about a brutal triple murder. It's
He's like, kid's like, you know what really would have like made the scene? A little Stairway to Heaven playing in the background.
right. And then point eight, Miles has no story arc. He never deserves the positive ending the movie seems to show. It just doesn't make sense artistically that Maya wants him back. No, you just didn't like
She's
the
like,
ending.
it's like, no, dude.
Now we're getting to
Yeah.
it.
It's just like, nope, you just have the media literacy of a potato.
Yeah. Well, no, see, I wouldn't even say that. I would just say all of this is a person not being self-aware enough to say, I didn't like the ending. You know what I mean? Like,
Like that's a
all you're
dude.
trying to say. And
That's a
you
dude who was
spent
watching
all
that
this
movie.
time.
Yeah, that's a dude who was watching that movie, and to him, the only possible conclusion is that that dude would kill himself. And when he didn't get that, he had to like rewrite the movie in his head so that he can like sleep soundly at night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, agreed. They also missed like the biggest one, which I like the more I thought about it, the more I thought there was things in this that actually made sense. Like he drinks the bottle of wine, like the 61 that's like peaking or whatever that he was saving for his anniversary. Like I don't think that that's what they're saying when he does that, but
What? That he
if I
killed
was
himself?
writing this fan theory, I would bring it up. You know what I mean?
I guess. I took that more as he was just like he was that it seemed more that he was letting go and he was finally taking Virginia Madsen's advice where she was like getting to drink that is the like celebration enough. So like he was looking more on the, like doing that was him finally looking more to the positive side instead of always going immediately to pessimistic and being in like in that
Well,
depression.
what I really think it is, my take on it is that when he drinks that bottle, he's living in the present as opposed to living in the past. It becomes a thing he can drink and enjoy as opposed to something he looks at and thinks about his ex-wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is to me. I'm just saying, if I was writing a post, I would be like, yeah, and he drinks the bottle of wine, so that's like one of the best things he had left. He's doing that and he's downing it before he goes and offs himself. Like I would put that as one of the bullet points before I talked about the director not wanting to make sequels. It's so
Gonna
stupid.
drown himself in that 61.
Right, exactly. Yeah. There's some like that's at least got some juice behind it. There's like I can see that kinda, I guess.
So I feel like Miles is going to need a lot of bottles of wine because that dinner scene where the four of them go out for the first time, Miles houses a lot of wine. That dude drinks a gargantuan amount of wine.
Yeah, and this is what I mean. Like, this movie really is. It's about making your alcoholism a hobby. It's about like you just want to go to dinner and get blasted, and the way you do that is you drink fancy wine.
You drink
Like,
fancy wine.
So,
Yeah,
so people
because
think
like
you're a connoisseur.
yeah, because like dude, watch dude, like every time they're like talking and like waxing poetically about the wine, I'm like, these are the most insufferable people. Like listening to people talk about wine is so snobbish So I was just like watching it, and all I could think of was like, imagine people talked about beer this way. They're like, yeah, I just had a 2006 Natty Light. Really like defines the palate.
Yeah, yeah. No, and like the whole like they really do a good job of making it seem very douchey. I agree with that.
Especially like whenever you get the moments where he's like drinking the wine in front of like the people at the winery, and he's just like spitting it out and talking like down on it. And it's like, dude, the person's right in front of you, man. Like, why are you being such a dick about it?
Yeah, but then the twist was that that was like Sandra Oh agreed with him.
Yeah, but it's just like funny that it's just like it still just seems like such like a douchey thing, like the way they
No, no,
just
no,
like
yeah. That's what makes the scene so good to me though, is because I'm watching it the whole time and I'm like, this guy is such a douche. And then he actually fits in though. Like everybody there is a douche. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Even the lady pouring the wine goes, "Yep, you're onto it. You're 100% right, douche." You know. So I don't know. I think that's like really played well because it sets the tone for you right away that you're in this world that, at least for me, I don't understand and is very foreign to me and is very silly to me. And we're all taking it very seriously, which makes it so funny.
I want to live in Thomas Hayden Church's world where he's just like, I like the taste of it.
Yeah.
Tastes good to
Well, no,
me.
and he's perfect in this too because he's the odd man out. You know, he's the guy who, when I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, that's what I would say. I would just be trying to drink wine. Isn't that why we're there? Or what are we
I feel
talking
like,
about?
aren't we just here to get drunk? Like, what are we doing? Why are we talking about like blueberries and shit in it? Like, I don't want to smell it. I want to drink it.
Yeah, and so I like that part of it. I also enjoy the people doing terrible things. I really do. It's so funny to me, movies that take a character who's just down in the dumps and is a real piece of work and just consistently over and over again prove to me how low he can go. You know what I mean? When he goes to his mom's house and he gets her the flowers, and you're kind of like, oh, he's okay. He's a nice guy. That's a nice thing to do. Stop off for your mom's birthday, get her the flowers. And then he steals like 2 grand out of her dresser.
Yep. Then to make it
And
even
it's
worse was she asks him if he needs money. Like, it's like, oh, you
right,
can
right. And he
ask.
can't admit it, so he just goes and takes it. It's so bad. He's such a jerk.
Yeah. I mean, both of them are like ginormous pieces of shit.
Oh yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
And that's the other part of it. So it's making your alcoholism into a hobby, but also it's about these two former college roommates who are just enabling the worst part about each of them nonstop. You know what I mean? There's no consequences. And they have this kind of cool relationship where I guess it's kind of like, there's nothing you can do that or this person doesn't know about you and they're still your best friend and blah blah blah. But at the same time, it is so horrible the way they wind each other up, like case in point, when he goes and steals the wallet from that lady who totally honeypotted Thomas Hayden Church, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it is a joy watching just these horrific people doing horrific things. And I guess like one thing, I mean, it's interesting. I can see like how somebody could like not enjoy the ending. I think it's an interesting way that they have it go where it kind of like reflects life, where it's like not always is like the person being bad going to get their comeuppance. Cause like
Yeah,
it is like absolutely insane watching this movie where like the whole time you're just waiting for Thomas Hayden Church to get his comeuppance and he doesn't. Like he just gets to marry the beautiful girl at the end, like
yep,
despite being the ginormous like piece of shit. And all it's really used for is kind of for like Paul Giamatti to like get an idea to like almost like let go and wake up out of his funk. But it's just like you're like, it is insane that like we let Thomas Hayden Church just have like that one scene where he breaks down being like, I need my wife. And like we still and then we just let him have his wife. Like it's just crazy.
yeah. It's depressing in a way how realistic it is. And I
Yes,
think this is kind
exactly.
of how election is too, where things come to a conclusion. And in Sideways, a lot of times what happens is somebody does something really bad and then life goes on and they never have to really answer for it in any way, shape, or form, he steals money from his mom. It never comes up again. It happens in about 20 seconds and then we never talk about it again. Um, the fact that he lies at the end of the movie when the friend keeps asking him, did you tell Maya? Come on, did you tell Maya? Like, how did she know that it was that I was getting married Saturday? You know, and he just never tells him that he told her. He's just like, nope, wasn't me. You know, like
Horrible
that
friend.
is the kind of thing. If you stick to your guns, you could get away with that for years. He'll find out, you know, maybe 8 years from now, maybe. There's a real good chance he never finds out, you know? So it just, that stuff feels very real. I'm with you. It's very real
Super
and it's
real.
very it's depressing in a way, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and it's funny that like we're still meant to like at the end like kind of empathize with Paul Giamatti, like whether I'm like, no, that guy sucks, man. Like I'm not with this dude at all. Like Virginia Madsen should stay far, far away from this dude.
Yeah, and it's also kind of the point of it though too though,
Yeah,
right? Because that is how life is. Sometimes you're going to do something bad. It's going to happen.
yep.
You know, can't avoid it. It's probably going to happen again if it's happened before, you know? Um, and then sometimes you just go knock on your friend's door and you just go inside and hang out after, you know? It's like that's a very common occurrence, you know? And
Yeah.
like you'll stew in it, you'll either learn from it or not. But part of it is you still need to live in the present, you know? And that's I think kind of what this movie is about and kind of what I was saying with the bottle of wine earlier, you know?
Do you think the either of them have learned their lesson by the end of this?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think so
Absolutely not.
whatsoever. Yeah, I
No.
I, I think within like a month or two, Thomas Hayden Church is cheating on his wife.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
never gonna stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Never
And
gonna
I
stop.
mean, I think the point of it is for Miles anyway, is you probably didn't learn anything either, and you're probably not gonna be better. And again, you're probably gonna do something bad again in the future. Like I can almost guarantee it, you know? But
At
in the
least you're over
meantime,
your ex-wife.
you got a girl you got some things in common with, you know, like just go hang out. It'll be cool, you know?
At least you got over that ex-wife.
Yeah, exactly. So
Small victories.
there's something to that, I think, that's very relatable. It's very real, as how I
Yeah,
would put it.
no, I think this movie is very, very not relatable in the sense that like I could equate myself to them, but just like you said, just feels very like a very human look at just the psyche of like how people are in just the day-to-day life sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, super enjoyable on that front. It is crazy watching this though, like that Virginia Madsen would ever call him again after everything that happened.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Could you imagine the cherry on top that is the message where he goes, "Yeah, by the way, my book's not getting published." That's he says that to her when they haven't been talking for a while at that point. It's such a crazy, even bigger lie to put on top of that. And
Yep.
the fact that she just goes, "Okay, I'll give him a call," is crazy.
Only that to call him and be like, I read the book, it was great, keep writing, like to give
Yeah.
him like that what he needed, like in that moment is just like absolutely insane. Like I would be like, that guy can fucking rot.
Well, I think, and that's the interesting part, because I don't think she's giving him what he needs as much as she actually enjoyed the book, you know?
Yeah.
Probably because she's just as pretentious as he is, but I think she genuinely enjoyed it, is my take, and that's why she probably called him. Like the book was his saving grace. That's
Yeah,
the part I think people are missing in all these like stupid fan theories.
she's a bit more genuine than any of the rest of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she seems that way and throughout the movie too, in
I
my
mean, she
opinion.
seems like the only one that is like halfway decent in this movie. Because like, not that Sandra Oh is so bad, but like she seems kind of like a neglectful parent,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe a little
which
bit.
is it not like the greatest thing in the world, but it's not like she's as heinous as these other two jabronis.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. They were doing drugs when the girl was near, like in the house, right?
Yeah. And not only that, like she was just like this dude that I just met. I'm calling him Uncle whatever is gonna bring you back to bed. And she doesn't even get any quieter. She just starts ripping drugs again and like just talking. It's like, girl, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'll give you that. That scene was pretty tough in
Yeah.
particular.
Seemed like she grew up and the party never stopped for her.
Yeah, you know who I'm always gonna root for though?
Oh.
A waitress working for tips, putting herself through grad school. That's who I'm always gonna root for.
Hell as old as time, baby.
That's a woman with a good head on her shoulders.
Not only that, recently divorced, got to drop all that dead weight.
Yeah, she could have turned to stripping. You know what she did instead? She found a job she was interested in.
Yeah. Got herself an education, baby.
Yeah.
Thinking about moving south. Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was a fun one. I'm glad. Definitely, like we talked about before, hits way different at 36 than at 14 for sure.
Yeah, way different.
Yeah. Do you think you will have a midlife crisis? Anything to this effect? Do you think
I
you'll
don't
have one at
know.
all? Doesn't it seems like such like a boomer thing to do? I don't think I'm gonna have a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure that I'm not already having one, but I don't think it's going to get any worse than this. So
I
that's where
mean,
my head's at.
midlife in the sense that like I'm gonna crash out. I feel,
Yeah, like
but I mean,
crash
I
out
get it.
how?
I don't know. I'm that's like in the way that they crash out. I don't know. But again, like also, there's still a lot of life left to live. Who knows? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Still a lot left to go. Really, I could have a midlife crisis at any point. Really, it's really just like you bugging out and flying off the reservoir.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought it was like you buy like a sports car.
And that is like the classic one. I don't see my.
Yeah,
I'm not a car guy. Yeah, what would be your buy a sports car midlife crisis?
I
What
don't
do you think would
know.
be your one?
That's a good question. I think the fact that I don't know the answer might be the thing that starts my midlife crisis. I
Uh,
think.
I
I
put him in the
think that might.
tailspin.
This
I
might
put
be the moment where I'm like, wait, do I not do enough for myself?
I put him
Like,
I put him in a tailspin right now. He's gonna be trying to
do
figure
I
out
do I even know what I like? What am I supposed to buy
what do
for
you
my
like?
midlife crisis?
What are my hobbies, man? I gotta find a hobby. Is is it, you could start making Legos.
Yeah, you think so?
Set 'em you
Is
get
that what you think I could start doing?
in this economy, you can't just afford the sports car anymore. So you get the sports car
Dude,
Lego.
I'm not sure I can afford Legos. I'm not sure. You know how expensive Legos are, man?
I do because I just got the Pirates of the Caribbean one for my birthday. That
Yeah,
shit
what
was
was it like
expensive as fuck.
$600?
It's like 450.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Shit is wild. All right, so we gotta dream smaller. Legos is too big. It's too
Yeah, right, right. See, this is why we're not gonna have midlife crises. When you were a boomer, you could just go buy like a
yeah.
convertible,
You could
like just on a whim on Saturday, you know?
yeah. You could
I'm
afford to
sitting
have
here
a
like, I don't know, if I buy that Lego set, it's gonna set me back months.
can't afford to have a midlife crisis these days. It's too. It's not on the docket. In this economy, a midlife crisis? Are you crazy? You can't afford that.
What do you think? I'm made of money?
Barely have money for bread and milk.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis.
I got the brand name peanut butter this week. That's what I got going for me.
Oh man. So yeah, such a boomer thing, man. We can't do that in this economy. Barely holding on as it is. Life is the midlife crisis these days.
Do you know how much thought I would have to put into buying a car right now? Like, I still have like 3 years left financing on my car. I'd have to figure out how to pay that off. I'm not gonna trade it in. I gotta like sell it privately. Then I would have a nice down payment, you know? So it would take me years to get that done. I couldn't just go do that on a whim.
Just
You kidding
do
me?
it. Do it on a Saturday. It's crazy talk.
It's like, babe, I got a little restless. I bought a Corvette. It's
Don't tell the dogs I bought a car.
like,
Oh man, yeah. I mean, hey, life just hits different these days. But listen, hey, we can always pull a Miles and just become an alcoholic.
yeah. I mean, I guess we could, yeah.
Yeah, it's still on the menu, right? Can we still afford to be an alcoholic these days?
I think so.
Yeah,
You're
I mean, not.
rationing.
Yeah, can't go to Madison Square Garden and be an alcoholic, but I could be one at home. I could be one at home. I will say this movie did almost make me want to take a sip of alcohol for the first time and for ages. Isn't it great when movies are amazing peer pressure or just making out drinking look like fun?
It did make it look kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, when they were just like toasting one off at dinner, like having a great time. Be like, why can't I toast one off at dinner and have a great time?
I guess you could.
I could.
Yeah, why can't you? I mean, just do it.
I don't drink anymore.
At all?
I retired. I haven't had a sip of alcohol probably in like 4 years.
God, how are the meetings going?
Going well. I just went cold turkey one day, and
How many chips do you get in
my
4 years?
4 year every five I can then trade them in for just one like fiver pin. So
You have to like color up your chips. Yeah, you could just be carrying around like hundreds of 30-day chips.
exactly, yeah. So I'm really looking forward to when I can ante up to that 5 year chip. It's gonna be a good time. You take me out for donuts afterwards. Bill's a good guy.
It's going well then. That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's not. No, it was never
Glad
an
to hear it,
alcohol.
man. It's good for you.
Thank you. It's
That's a
been
real
going
big
well.
step.
It's a big step. Still do drugs out the wazoo, but alcohol's
Well, hey, one thing at a time.
yeah. Listen. All
Don't
right.
put too much pressure on
Yeah.
yourself.
I got rid of the worst drug, which is alcohol. All right, but all the rest of the stuff's still on the table. All that stuff's still fun. No, no, it's not. We're kidding. We don't do that. Is there any? We really went sideways here. Is there anything else about
Yeah,
sideways?
I mean,
that,
I don't know. I feel like we're just very into the vibe of Sideways.
I am. I'm very
It
into the
feels-
vibe of Sideways. It was a very enjoyable movie about watching, just the age old terrible people that you'll see in your days.
Yeah,
had a
I
good-
mean, I
I had
don't
a
really
good
have
time.
much else.
Yeah,
I don't
I-
really
I-
have much else.
yeah,
I
I had a
thought it
good
was a
time.
pretty good movie. I got
Yeah.
a lot of laughs out of it too. I'm definitely one of the people who think that it's funny to watch people do bad things. I think it's really funny.
I had a good time with it. It was enjoyable. All right. You think Raj liked it?
Yeah, this has got Raj written all over it.
Yeah. We think Raj had a good time.
Oh yeah, hold on.
If I don't hear a drop, I don't know if he had a good time or not, Jim.
I'm Roger Ebert. Been a scene from the best film of the decade. This is a great film.
Well, once again, Raj back on top. Raj gave this movie, Jim, 4 out of 4 stars, writing that what happened during the 7 days adds up to the best human comedy of the year. Comedy because it is funny, and human because it is surprisingly moving.
Yeah,
Okay,
Raj said it best.
Yeah, Raj, wow, look at you back on the top again, Raj. We'll see how long it lasts. What say ye, Jim? What is your final rating for Sideways?
I'm not gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5.
I was gonna say a 5 out of 5 is crazy. He was very high on it. Maybe Raj went wine drunk, but yeah, I'm right around there with you. I think this was an enjoyable movie. I don't think it's quite up to the like mastery level of like the greatest thing of the year, but definitely an enjoyable movie for what it was. I'm right there with you. I'm gonna go with a 3er. So with a 3
Okay.
from me and a 3.5 from you, gonna give us a 6.5. We haven't had a 6.5 in a while. No movie from 2004 at least. So finally back in the bandwagon here. Let's do some battles, Jim. Do we take Sideways or Too Fast, Too Furious?
Oh man,
Right at the gate.
I know that's hard because
That's hard.
you're comparing apples to oranges. Like
We are.
pieces of me say both of those movies are great for very different reasons.
I agree. I absolutely agree with that. So
Um,
tell me why it's Too Fast, Too Furious.
it's too fast. I'm taking Too Fast, Too
Uh,
Furious.
Jim, I'm also taking Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, I have to. If only for Cole Hauser. Isn't he the guy who plays the villain, right? Cole Hauser?
Yes, he does. And us taking Too Fast, Too Furious isn't a knock on Sideways. It's just like you said,
No.
an apples to orange comparison.
I know it sounds like one, but I
Yeah.
promise I don't mean it that way.
Yeah, I mean, no, Jim, I completely understand the logic in picking Too Fast, Too Furious over Sideways. Like, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm just saying they didn't make 8 sequels to Sideways.
That's as well because the director killed Miles, man. How could we?
Yeah, right. How could they?
Yeah, Miles is in heaven. He didn't have time to be too sideways.
There was far too many flowers for it to not be anything besides heaven.
Yeah, we couldn't get a two ways. It just wasn't in the cards. Do we take Sideways or Spy Kids 2?
It's got to be Spy Kids 2. It's just like I just don't see any way around it.
I mean, Sideways doesn't have absolutely prophetic dialogue like Steve Buscemi's. Like,
No, yeah, it's gotta be. If we're going, I think this week I'm going on the what movie would I turn on again right now? And so far, it is every movie we've done besides Sideways that you brought up.
Jim, I'm right
Spy
there.
Kids 2 is an easy win on
Yeah,
that one.
I'm taking Spy Kids too. Also, do we take Sideways or The Rundown? This is a collection of heavy hitters here, Jim.
Did we do that? That's the Sean William Scott movie, right?
Yep. Show him Scott and The Rock.
Did we watch that for this show?
Yes, we did,
I
Jim.
don't even remember that. But I'm taking the rundown.
Yeah, we're taking The Rundown, baby. Dude, might there be any collection of heavy hitters better than the 6.5ers right now?
Yeah, Sideways is real out of place in the 6.5ers. You should have given it a 3.5.
No. Do you think it's gonna be? It should be in league with some sevens.
I don't know. It just every movie you've done so far that's a 6.5 is so silly. And it just they all like seem to belong together. And then there's just we're talking about this Oscar movie.
It doesn't get any less sillier in the sevens. So let's be real here, all right?
Okay, fair enough.
Do we take Sideways or Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones?
It's gotta be an Attack of the Clones. There's no choice. I have to pick it.
Jim, I'm right there with you. Attack of the Clones.
This is the run I never thought I would see.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's far superior than Sideways as far as like movies are, but it's far superior to Sideways, if that makes any sense.
It does. It makes perfect sense to me, man.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones it is.
Yeah, and King of Jim, if anything, I don't think this means that Sideways is that is not high enough. I think that it might be that you were a little bit too hasty in your 3.5, or if anything, Sideways should be a 6.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. And then King of the 6.5ers, Jim. Do we take Sideways or Armageddon?
That's all of them. Armageddon. It's easy.
Yeah. Man, what a powerhouse selection of movies right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now
Seriously.
sitting at the bottom of them, now sitting at the bottom of the 6.5ers is Sideways.
Yeah. Easiest one of all time. I don't think we've ever agreed on all of them for a while anyway.
Yeah, that's an absolute generational run right there. We talked about at the top of the hour, a generational run by Rob Reiner. That's a generational run of 6.5ers.
Yeah. Really
For
great.
sure. Yeah. So enjoy your time in the 6.5ers. Sideways. Welcome to the team. Now what is our pick for next week? We're journeying along in this week of October 22nd. Was next week's the absolute classic that is Surviving Christmas?
Yeah, we've made it to the very timely Surviving Christmas, starring Ben Affleck and James Gandolfini.
Oh yeah.
And I am very excited to
Yeah.
watch this.
Now this is the movie that we chose to see in theaters this particular weekend.
Yeah. So he claims. I don't remember this movie even existing.
You have sworn you were there for it. Maybe you weren't.
I mean, I might have been. It's just like I don't think I've ever seen it before.
So maybe you weren't. Maybe it was just me, Ryan, and Charlie then.
It might have been.
And you weren't there for it. Well, if anything, you're about to finally understand the power now.
Yeah, the trailer, I think we talked about the trailer last week, right?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Yeah, looks so unbelievably silly.
Yeah, no, this movie.
I can't wait to watch this.
If I remember correctly, this movie is absolutely unhinged.
I have a feeling it's going to get into the fray in those 6.5s.
Well,
You go first next week so I can make sure the score is 6.5 no matter what.
Yeah, all right. I got you. What was the last thing you jammed on?
I'm trying to think. I've still been watching Homeland, actually. I've watched like most of the first season of Homeland. Pretty good. It feels, the first season anyway, feels kind of peak TV when TV was always, it felt like a really long movie.
Yeah.
The first season of Homeland feels like a really long movie. It's cool.
Okay, nice. I'll have to check that one out. I remember that show getting like rave reviews and Coop being like obsessed with it. But I'll just have to add it to the litany of shows in my
Yeah,
in my backlog.
you would love the episodes I've seen so far. I would guarantee that.
Really? Okay, so maybe
Yeah,
I'll
because it's very like juicy. If you, and you know what I mean.
yeah,
It's a lot of meat on the bone for
Yeah.
this, you know.
Okay. Yeah. No, I got you.
There's like 3 or 4 like main things going on, and they play them all up so perfectly in every episode, and they all like intertwine. It's really well done.
Okay. All right. So I'll put it on the list. Maybe hopefully I can get to it soon. Because I am doing better with my TV watching.
Okay, what have you been watching?
Well, as far as TV wise, we finally finished Buffy. And
Yeah,
then
you mentioned that you've been going through Angel.
Yeah. So I've been
'Cause
going
you
through
made
Angel.
the unhinged decision to not watch them in tandem. I mean,
Yeah. It's absolutely absurd. And I keep saying it to Heather every time now as I'm watching Angel because Buffy just showed up in the last episode. I was like, man, I wish I remember what the fuck was happening in her universe right now while this is going on.
yeah, you really
Yeah.
missed an opportunity.
Yes, I really did. But I actually watched movie-wise the latest Knives Out movie dropped on Netflix.
Oh.
Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah,
So fucking good. So
I
good,
bet.
Jim. Like, watch it as soon as you can because it is fantastic. Like,
Yeah,
I could watch Daniel Craig do that shit forever. Like, just keep as long as Rian Johnson's behind the wheel. The two of them, just keep making them. Keep doing it.
yeah, they probably
Please-
will.
Please never stop because they are
Did
so
you like
entertaining.
the first Knives Out movie or Glass Onion better? Like, which one did you prefer?
I preferred the first one to the second one. The second one's probably my least favorite, but I did still really like the second one.
I really like the second one. I think I liked it more than the first one.
Interesting. I did really. You'll love this one then also because this one is it's so goddamn good. Josh Brolin plays like a really like ridiculous cultish priest, and he's just so goddamn good in it. He's so
I
funny.
bet.
He's
It
so
sounds
funny.
amazay.
Yeah, and I don't want to say too much about it because obviously, like,
Yeah,
the
don't say
mystery-
anything else. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll just go watch it.
because the mystery is the beauty of that movie. So like, it
Yeah.
just Benoit Blanc at an all-time
You
high.
don't say.
Yeah, yeah, but it's peak. It's fantastic. So definitely check that one out. And we turn it over to you people. Go check out these movies for yourself. As always, form your own opinion and tune back with us next week when we dive into the classic that is Ben Affleck's Surviving Christmas. And until next time, we'll see you at the movies.
2021.